Hi, I'm Dan LeMay. I'm the instructor for this course. I hope you watched the video about buying the WebAssign access. I think that is probably the first thing you should do because you'll need to have access to WebAssign to complete the work in this course. And I'm here to help. The purpose of this video is to show you what to do each week, and specifically into week one. But I'll add on to that. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see. I'm supposed to know how to do this. Here we go. So I think I'm in Canvas as a student. Yeah, so this is what your screen looks like. Okay, let me collapse me so I can see my screen. All right, so I'm on the front page of the course, and a couple of ways. Now, you see these, I know you probably know about the to-do list, and people use this all the time. It's great. It's a great list. But some people will rely on this. Here, let me get a pointer going. Where is it? Right there. Some people solely rely on this to-do list and they're missing half the course. So what you want to do is click on the modules list. The first thing you should do every week is go to the modules list. I've got it broken out. Well, I've got all these course resources, and as the course goes along, I'll point them out to you. But then I'll have the weeks look just like this. They may or not be collapsed. And usually I'll unlock it on Saturday before the week begins. So like the course officially starts on January 23rd. I'll have week one unlocked on Saturday the 20th. I do this because I'm encouraging folks to work ahead. Do the work that first weekend before the course even starts. You'll thank yourself in the end that you caught yourself ahead. People wait to the last day to do work and they panic, and it just, you know, half the time people that do that don't do as well in this course as well as they could have. Maybe that's a statistic I just made up. Seriously, it happens more often than not. So week zero, these are some things you should do on that first day. If you don't do it before, you have to do. You see how week one is grayed out. That means you got to meet the prerequisites in this week zero course, and it's not reading everything, though you should read everything. One thing you want to do the first week, that first day, is go print this. Go grab a copy of this. This is the course syllabus for this course. I'll tell you, at least once a semester, somebody writes to me from courses, anywhere from a couple to a few years ago, saying, "Can you give me this copy of the syllabus for the course?" And while I can give them the current one, these things go away after about. See, it looks like I have available fall 23. That's all I have access to. So it works. So I would print a PDF of this and save it someplace on your computer that you won't lose. Okay, just in case you need it. Sometimes when you transfer schools, just before they'll give you the credit, the school will give you, what did you cover in the course, and before they'll let you do it. So get yourself a copy of that. And then of course this is how you're going to get graded. Part of that I'm going to go over now, but check that out. You should. Okay, let's go back. This isn't what I'm here for, though. Let's go back and let's see here. I gotta come back. Here we go. So then about changing your profile. Then the FAQ for the course. Um, that's about books. And if you watch my books video already, you've looked at this page. You've already looked out at WebAssign. This is going to be this WebAssign. This MyOpenMath is going to be gone because I think I'm kind of working. So you can just click on the link in Canvas. So I'll go check that. I'll check that out before I'm done here today. And then calculator. Yeah, I guess that's about emailing me, showing math online. And there should be something here about what makes a good discussion. Oh, there it is. What makes a good discussion forum post. We'll come back and talk about that in a minute. Okay. So let's come back to the modules. What do you want to do each week? Well, oh yeah, I know I digressed. What you got to do in this week zero is you got to do this first day of important questions. These have questions like, when can I drop the course and get all my money back? Or when can I drop the course and never have the course show up? I mean, my supervisor told me to make sure to have that in there because sometimes students, they're getting all mad that they're waited till, halfway through the course and realize you aren't going to get any money back. You got to know that going in, folks. Okay. And that's why I have you do that. So, and it's, take it. If you get it wrong, I give you the answers and you can check it. See, I'm gonna stop the video and do it because I'm just gonna click through it. I want you to see my grade on it because I'd have to read the questions. I don't want to do that, but maybe that's a bad example. But I want to show you once you get this done, it'll open up your week one for you. Now, let me pause this. Uh, so just saying, I got 7 out of 7. So I guess I know the questions I asked you. Um, a couple of them were a little off, I'll be honest with you, about the week 8, week 9, but it's to get you the idea that when do you have to get this done in order to not have the course show up in your transcript is the big issue. Okay. Now, if I go back to modules now, see how week one's now open to me? Now, back in that front page, I talked about the to-do list, and while that's great, you should read this document every week before you do anything. Come here. Don't go out to WebAssign. Don't go to Math. Come right here, and you're going to read what I've got because I've got the quiz, my recommendations for the quizzes. Assessment of prior learning means it's a quiz. The reason I call it assessment of prior learning is people ask me, is the current week's work on the quiz? No, it's not. It's always what we did in the past. Okay, so my advice, take the quiz right off the bat while it's all fresh in your mind. As soon as that quiz opens up, you get last week's work done, take the quizzes right there. Sometimes it's out of Canvas, as you said, and sometimes it's here in Canvas. Most of the time it's out at WebAssign. Okay. So then I tell you what chapters we're covering, and then what to do. Here's a link out to Dr. Stevens' videos. Here, let me open this up in a new there's his videos for chapter 1. I recommend you watch them. You can read the textbook too if you want. If you bought a textbook, paper talk textbook, and have it right open and write down what he says as you do it, just like you would in a lecture setting. Maybe reading a textbook's not your thing. I mean, you could certainly also start without the textbook and find if you need to order it later. And again, go watch that ordering a textbooks videos that I said. And then I tell you what to skip, like for this first week, ignore Simpson's paradox. It's confusing and it doesn't, for this level course, it doesn't matter. Okay, don't worry about it. And then, yeah, what do I have here? The ungraded practice. So in the textbook. So once you watch the videos, you looked at his videos and looked at the textbook if you want. There's these problem sets in the book. And give me a minute here. I'm going to pop that open here. For some reason, I can't see it right now. In the textbook, Dr. Stevens has these. It's your turn problems in the midst of it all. He'll walk you through all these in the videos, but then he'll stop and he'll say, "This is your turn." And sometimes he'll show you the answers to those. Sometimes he won't. They're in the back of your textbook, and if you're running off the WebAssign one where they don't have the back of the textbook answers, I have those in Canvas. Uh, in Let's see. Let's see if I can open this in a new tab. Not here. I want to go to modules. Well, at least it's in the same tab. See, I'm here, the student. Yep, courses. Let's see if we can get there. Modules. Here in the course resources, I've got some things. Here's the your turn solutions. It's a PDF. Then at the end of every chapter, he's got a summary worksheet. See here, see the summary worksheet? So those answers, I believe, are in the back of the paper textbook. But if you don't, again, if you're running off the WebAssign version of this, right there, I have the summary worksheet answers. And then the Stevens TD selected answers, those are TD stands for think do. And in the back of every chapter, and this I really recommend you try. You see all these exercises with the asterisks next to them? Those have the answers to them in that. Now, they're in the back of the textbook if you have the paper textbook, but I also have them right here. And so if you're running off the ebook out at WebAssign, you have access to those. Why is it important to do these start exercises? Well, the questions out at WebAssign are just different versions of this, different numbers. And so if you've done the paper exercises, while you can look at the answers, the WebAssign questions will take you no time at all because, oh, it's just like this one. Go ahead and do it. I mean, every once in a while, I'll throw one of these ones that don't have a start exercise, and then you have to do it. Just a minute here. Let's see, where was I? I had to take a phone call. So yeah, so sometimes I'll have different versions of these. You'll have the unstarred ones, and you don't have those answers. So that's doing that work. Now let's come back to the Canvas here. I guess I should go to the weekly overview. Do I still have that open? Yes, right here. Go. So then you're going to go out to WebAssign. Of course, that's the graded practice. And then you're going to also see a MyOpenMath link. And now what MyOpenMath is, it's a freebie site. And what I've got is I'm able to access it. And this year it seems to be working again, thank goodness. If you come into see the links right there, this should open up. I actually don't know if it's open to you yet. Let me see. Yeah, it's not available yet. It won't because it's open. But was this another set of online exercises? A little bit different context than what Dr. Stevens going to ask you. Now you're asking yourself, why would I want to do even more work? Well, the WebAssign questions stay pretty consistent, but for quizzes and exams, specifically exams, and some quizzes I'll do Canvas questions. I'm going to ask you questions that are testing the same material, but not in the same context that Dr. Stevens does. So if you get some practice outside of Dr. Stevens stuff, you'll be a stronger statistics student, and you'll be able to recognize more things in the future. Now, these MyOpenMath assignments, you're exempted from them unless you try all the questions and get a 70. If you can do that, at least a 70 on it, I'm going to write in a full credit grade. It's not extra credit; it's another assignment. And what that'll do is that'll make anything, because on your course, this course, I've got nothing weighted. It's just like you see, the WebAssign is worth 10 points. Discussion forum posts are worth 5 points each. Quizzes are worth 50 points, and exams are worth 200 points each. Two-parter usually. There'll be a part out at WebAssign, and then there'll be a part here in Canvas. So what'll happen is, if let's say you take a quiz one week, what you can do, if you've done some MyOpenMath assignments, you can have those count as extra points to make those extra assignments to make those other quizzes or other assignments you didn't do so well on worth a little less. And so point wise, it'll help you that way, and understanding wise, it'll help you learn it in a different context, learn the material in a different context. All right. And then of course you get your 2 discussion forums posts. You get the first one is due on Saturday night. You miss that deadline, you don't get the points. So you can post anytime until Saturday night in that one. And then the second post is due on the Monday night. See, the courses run Tuesday to Monday. So, and of course you can post before Monday night. You would do both the same day. People do that, and that's fine. But you got to meet those deadlines. And and this is the only thing that I'm a real stickler at. I mean, because once the deadline passes, you're talking in an empty room. Okay. Now, what makes a good discussion forum post? You say people often ask me that. Well, somewhere here, just a minute here. In the FAQ, I have this page here. What makes a good discussion forum post? And I've got some examples. This is how you're getting graded. And then I've got some examples of things people have done in the past of what made a good post and what didn't make a good post. So peruse this, make it. One thing am going to point out to you, even though you don't have a quiz, please don't post about quizzes and exam items. Email me those questions, and that's great. And I'll be able to point you and direct you. It just this comes from back in the day before we had tools like Canvas where I could make random questions and but when everybody was getting the same question, same exam, uh, one person posted the whole work and the discussion of all the exam, all his answers and for the exam and discussion forum posts. And, and I, I said, what? And I deleted it, but I don't know. It had been up for a day. Who knows? Who knows? So, that's the fallout from that all these years later. That's why I have that requirement. If you do post this, I'm going to delete it, give you 0 on the assignment, and uh, and uh, and 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 write you an email and say, please don't do that again. Okay, so I'll say that. All right, so I think that's it. You got the checking out the what to do each week. Don't just rely on the discussion for the to do what to do list. And then I got all these links, and I don't know. It's people usually do pretty well in this course. Honestly, it's a great course. It's just the right amount of material, I think, for a 15-week course. Um, a very, very little algebra. Um, you have to do some algebra with it, but not a lot. And then I'm here to help. Oh yeah, before I leave this, I'm going to do this plug again. Um, I have links. I have links to, uh, where do I have a link to that? I thought I used to have it here. Maybe not. But I do know I have it on the front page of the course. And on the front page of the course, you get this link out to Calendarly. And I would love to help you learn this material. I usually do during the week. I'm in front of high school students, so I'm not available. But I have every day, Monday through Friday, I'll have from 3:30 to 4, half-hour slots, 3:30 to 4:30. If if those times don't work and you really want to meet with me, you just let me know and I'll see if I can get fit it in. I've got to do it from here from school because at home my internet connection is weak enough that I can't Zoom anymore. I used to be able to. And during the day, I'm tied up with Oxbow students from about 7 till 3:30. Often I'm done earlier than 3:30, but I have meetings and who knows when those going to pop up. And you can do this weekly if you want. Love to set up a weekly schedule if that works for you. It'd be best to come with questions and not. I'm not going to teach and lecture to you, but I could certainly help you point you out down the right road for getting things. And I'll even do the assignments with you if that's what you need help with. Um, it'd be better for you to have tried that first, but people get stressed and I wanted to be here to help you. Okay. I guess that's it. That's probably a long enough video. Again, come see me if you need some help. Email me if you need some help. There's my email address. I've got my cell phone. I think I got my cell phone, but like I said, I don't check it usually during school. And I think I have it here. I don't know where I have it anymore. Is it here? Contacting Dan. Do I have it here? Probably. Maybe I took it down. I used to have it available. I guess I don't have that here. Really, I don't want to take cell phone calls from you guys. It's too much of a pain. But certainly, email, Zoom would be great. Okay. And text message, yeah, definitely wouldn't want to do text messages with the email is great. As we do work over email. Now, if you have questions about WebAssign while I'm thinking about it, WebAssign does have a feature where you can email the instructor, and I just don't think it's available yet because of it doesn't look like I have WebAssign open anymore. But there's a way you can message me right inside of WebAssign, and we'll even see the problem you're working on. Often people will do that, get stuck, then they're working on a little more, and they figure it out. So That's great, really. But sometimes you just got to ask a question, then he answers right there in your mind. So, all right, let's stop this video. Let's stop the share. You can at least see my lovely face here before I stop. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed your holiday break. If you're seeing this at the end of everything, it's right at the start of the course. For me, it's a Christmas Eve day, so I got to go buy some Chinese food, pick it up. So that's why I came down. All right, let me know what you need.